The laughter hit me before the music did. Polite, controlled, curated for investors. I stood just inside the glass doors, jacket still on, watching my wife raise a champagne flute I paid for. She didn't look at me. She looked past me, like I was a coat rack. Someone leaned in close to her, whispered. She smiled wider. "Relax," she said, voice carrying. "My practice husband showed up." The room laughed again, louder. Something inside me went still, not shattered, not cracked, quiet. She finally turned. Her eyes met mine without recognition. She crossed the room with a folder tucked under her arm like an afterthought. No kiss, no pause. "Congratulations," I said. She slid the papers into my chest. "First celebration is our divorce," she said. "Sign these and leave. Don't make it awkward." No tremor in her voice, no guilt, just efficiency. The room watched, phones lifted, smiles sharpened. I nodded, folded the papers carefully, put them in my pocket. Then I walked out. No words, no scene, just silence following me like a shadow that finally chose me back. I sat in my car for 7 minutes before starting the engine. 7, because 7 felt precise. The jokes replayed, the way she said practice, like I'd been a rehearsal dinner for the real thing. I thought about the past year, her late nights, her sudden independence, the way my money was always just bridging the gap. I remembered the man at her side, too comfortable, too familiar. I didn't cry. I audited. My phone buzzed, a text from her CFO. "Congrats tonight, big win." I opened my banking app. Every transfer traced back to me, silent partner, unnamed. $8 million quietly propping up a dream that no longer included me. I thought about the anniversary trip she canceled, the renovations she rushed, the prenup she revised for the brand. I realized the joke wasn't new. I was. I drove home, parked, went upstairs, and started undoing her life one decision at a time. I didn't block her. I muted her. There's a difference. I canceled the catering contracts, the travel bookings, the PR firm retainer. Every auto payment stopped breathing at once. The investors I introduced, gone. The suppliers who trusted my signature, paused. I pulled the 8 million like a surgeon closing a fist. No rage, no spite, just math. Her phone started lighting up before mine did. Mine waited. 97 missed calls arrived together, like a confession finally brave enough to knock. I didn't answer. I poured a drink, sat in the dark. I reviewed what I already knew. Her texts synced to the iPad she forgot to reset. Late-night messages labeled consultant. The same man from the launch. Jokes that weren't jokes. Plans that didn't include me. I remembered how she'd practiced speeches in front of the mirror, how I'd corrected her timing. Practice husband. I slept, deeply, for the first time in months. The doorbell rang at 2:13 a.m. I didn't rush. I checked the camera. It was him. Suit wrinkled, confidence gone, holding a folder like a shield. I opened the door. He started talking, words tripping over themselves. Apologies meant for her, not me. "I didn't know you'd pull the funding," he said. "The accounts are frozen. Payroll." I held up a hand. He stopped. I handed him my phone, opened to a document, bank confirmations, withdrawal receipts, time-stamped. "You knew," I said. "You just assumed I wouldn't notice." His mouth opened, closed. "She told me you were temporary," he whispered. I nodded. So did she. She arrived minutes later, hair undone, mascara streaked, papers forgotten. She didn't see him at first. When she did, her face collapsed into something honest. She looked at me like I was a mistake she'd miscalculated. "Put it back," she said. "This isn't funny." I stepped aside. He left without a word. I handed her the divorce papers she'd given me, signed. "I built this," she said, voice breaking. "You can't take it." "I didn't," I said. "I just stopped pretending it was yours." She sank onto the couch, small, human. I felt nothing. After she left, I cleaned the glass she'd touched. I slept again. In the morning, the world felt orderly, balanced, like a ledger finally reconciled. I didn't win. I exited. There's a difference. She wanted an audience. I gave her an empty room, and that was the last thing I ever gave her.